Hey guys, it's Kelsey and Anselmo-Wright here. I just wanted to talk about the career of choice that I've decided to go with for this class, and that was essentially becoming a speech therapist or doing speech therapy. So to start, what is speech therapy? This is a therapy designed to help people overcome any just speech or language impediments that they may have. Ideally, that's kind of the typical. It's also used to help people who just have vocal and throat disorders of any kind. This can include not just vocal disorders, but any auditory issues, which is why you see HOH, hard of hearing, because this includes people who have hard hearing or even deaf, lisps, or those people who don't know how to socially or emotionally communicate. The best part about speech therapy is, while it's typically known for helping children and people with developmental disabilities, it really can work for people of all ages and all levels of development. The duties of a speech therapist are to prevent, assess, and obviously diagnose any speech problems that they can see and try to help fix those. And what they'll do is they'll treat those as long as with any language, social communication, cognitive communication, and even previously mentioned, any swallowing problems in children and adults, which will hopefully allow them to later on develop such speech things, like speech abilities. Now, the college required this is a master's at the very least. According to the certified the clinical competence agency that actually gives out a national exam for this, they would prefer if you have a PhD. However, most careers and most people who are in the field that I've already spoken to, that I've just kind of written on, and even on actually the discussion boards, have said that you only need a master's to take it. So really it just kind of depends, I guess, on how far I want to go. Again, still trying to determine that one. At least the 4-year plan, very simple. I set up my whole 4-year plan on this idea that I would be staying local and would be going into speech pathology. So I'd be attending Idaho State University for this, which they do have that program there. ISY, sorry about that, I just missed that. Now me, a little bit about me. I've worked with disabled kids my whole life, from Special Olympics to raising my own siblings who had a variety of disabilities, not necessarily speech problems, but still just struggled with disabilities of their own. This is actually a picture of me from a few years ago, 2 years before I graduated high school. So yeah, about 5 years ago. It was just the best one that I could think of, putting a personal photo of me that I really enjoyed. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. Just always been around, kind of working with people and trying to help people. Why psychology is, like you guys know from my discussion board, the Lord led me here, and I still don't really know why I'm supposed to be here. I do know that I have a desire to want to help others, and ideally, my total dream goal would be just impacting people the best way possible, like being a guest speaker or something. But I know there are other ways to help, and so maybe speech therapy will be a thing that takes me there. I'm kind of having a positive feeling about it, so I'm kind of starting to go down this path, this is where I'm going to go. We'll have to see. My reasons versus the reasons in Chapter 13. I do want to know more about myself. I do have some mental disorders of my own, and I think learning about psychology is rather beneficial to see how this fires off, and just as an easier way to just explain to myself and to others how it functions. However, the whole underlying, causation behind all of this is that I do want to help others in some way, shape, or form. And so if that means that I need to be in psychology and become an actual psychologist or a school counselor or even a speech therapist, then I will do that. And yeah, this is kind of the link where I really got the best way to explain what a speech language pathologist or speech therapist was. So yeah, just kind of in the end, Lord led me here, and I just want to help people, and if my way is going to be through speech pathology, then so be it. And this was my presentation. Thank you all so much. Bye.